Greeting everyone, it's Richard Kirkham here at the KAMAD vlog site. It's been a while since I posted a video review and I want to keep the vlog active, so it seemed like it would be an appropriate time to put in a few words about the latest Liam Neeson action thriller. The truth is, this is a week later than it opened. Last weekend I was engaged at the Best Picture Showcase and we had the Academy Awards, so there was all that kind of activity, and it just, I didn't get around to it. Normally it would have been a movie that I would have seen opening day, but we waited until a beautiful sunshiny day here in Southern California to go and see it, and when we came out of the theater, the sun was bright, and I was pretty happy because the movie is pretty much what you expect it to be. It's a Liam Neeson action thriller for the winter. He plays a slightly sad, depressed version of a federal air marshal who's working on an airline that's traveling back and forth across the Atlantic Ocean, and he gets involved in a case that seems like it's hijacking and murder for hire and plots, and it's so complicated you're not going to believe it. And the truth is, it's all so preposterous that there's not really much point in believing it. Mostly you get a little bit of suspense, you get a few action scenes, you get a payoff with all kinds of events going on, and it's a fun 2 hours. The truth is, there's not much to write about because it's not a particularly special movie. I enjoyed it well enough. There were a couple of things, though, that I wanted to talk about because I've heard some people kind of complaining. One of the criticisms that I've heard about the movie is that there's a sucker punch at the end. I guess I know what they're talking about because I've seen the movie and I understand the emotional issue that goes along with it. I don't want to give away too much because it might affect your enjoyment of the film. But the truth of the matter is that I wouldn't take it all that seriously. Some people feel that it's not appropriate to point fingers and make somebody the bad guy just because of their role in life, and I completely understand that. My friend Anne, I'm sure, is irritated. She's read about the movie. I think she read spoilers, and so she knows what happens, and that's one of the reasons that she's avoiding the movie. I'm never going to be avoiding a Liam Neeson movie unless it comes out that he has assassinated somebody. The truth of the matter is, I really like Liam Neeson, and so I'm always up for an action thriller, especially at this time of year. But I can understand the point that she's making here. The truth, though, is that the people involved in the plot, the events that happen, are so preposterous that giving this any credibility as a political statement, as a point of view, seems to me to be giving it credence that it doesn't entirely deserve. In fact, it doesn't deserve it at all. It's a plot device. It's a simple plot device designed to drive a thriller story. There's not really any motivation behind it. I've seen more political criticism and irritation or irritating kinds of themes in an episode of some TV show that people will forget almost immediately than I did in this. Basically, it's about 40 seconds of exposition on the background of the people who are motivated to do this, and some of their criticisms are perfectly valid. I'm not exactly sure that the TSA is an agency that people ought to be putting a lot of trust in. But other than that, it seems to me like there is not much here to be offended by. Look, I watch out for those kinds of things too. I have a point of view. It's not really going to be consistent with everybody's point of view on politics, but the truth is that it seems to me like people are being a little thin-skinned about it. It's a stupid movie. I mean, when I say stupid, it makes no sense. If I went and saw it again, I'm sure that there would be a half-dozen plot holes that you could drive a truck through. But that's not how I watch a movie like this. I'm watching a movie like this to see an actor that I like kick some butt, engage in fisticuffs, do some shooting. The truth of the matter is that the whole movie is designed to lead up to a single shot on the film. And you've already seen the shot. It's the shot in the trailers where they show the plane diving down. You see the gun fly up in the air as Liam Neeson is flying up in the air, grabbing the gun and then taking the shot. That's it. That's the payoff moment of the movie, and they've got it in the ad. Everything is designed to lead up to that particular moment. It's not designed to have any particular significance. It's not something that I think anybody will remember 5 minutes after the movie is done. You can pretty much figure out who is going on with the bad guys in this. There are some red herrings. I think they do a pretty good job building up some ideas here. But of course, it's another one of those movies where the bad guys have to be able to know exactly what's going to happen ahead of time. Everything works perfectly for them, and nothing like that ever happens except in the movies. So you take it with a grain of salt, you eat your popcorn, you watch the shooting, you hope for some excitement, and then you forget about it. And that's the way I think you need to treat this movie. It's going to make its $60, $70 million. The producers get their money back on it. You'll get a couple of hours in entertainment, and maybe you'll watch it again sometime down the road on the satellite or the cable. Nobody's ever going to want to buy this movie and own it and watch it over and over again. Even if you're a Liam Neeson fan, it could be part of a collection. Maybe you would buy it that way. But the truth is, it's filler. It's not nearly as exciting as you would hope it would be, although there is some tension built into it, and it's nothing at all like some of the better films that he's done in the last few years. Look, I'll take The Gray or Taken as two of the finest films I've seen in the last 5 years. They are excellent, excellent films. Nonstop is sort of like Taken 2, or like what was that other one that he did? Unknown, a couple of years ago. They are programmers. They'd be B pictures if you still ran two movies together. It's entertaining enough, like I said, and I wouldn't let any political thing keep you away from the movie if that's something that's bugging you. If that's not anything that bugs you, then you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Go see the movie and enjoy. Look, it's been a while since we visited this way. I've enjoyed talking with you. I know this could be a little bit more coherent, but I tell you, to be honest, I've been working on my posts for the 30 Years On blog, and I hope that all of you will be visiting there and looking at all of the movies that I'm reviewing from 1984. Thanks again for visiting. I hope you all have a good weekend. Enjoy the upcoming week. Next week we'll have some other movies to review, and I'll do a traditional written review. For now, this is me, Richard Kirkham, at the KAMAD vlog, signing off. Have a good one.